just about to do a playfield swap on this Addams family, and I thought I'd video it just to test out my new camera and see if I can string a video together that looks any good. It's unlikely, but you never know, stranger things have happened. This is an Addams family that I've just finished. It's basically in its original condition. All the cabinet and the playfield is original. Got it from Ireland for a friend of mine, and it's the guy who had it stored for 8 years. It was absolutely filthy, but as often happens with the dirty ones, they clean up well. This is the area on an Addams family that normally suffers the most wear, the mansion area. As you can see, those of you who know, that is really nice. You don't often get them that clean on a machine of this age. The chair where the ball ejects out also suffers, and that's also very nice on this one. It's had all new flippers, targets, etc, etc. The ramp, the smoky ramp, is still original. The guy, my friend, likes that one, so we've left it as it is. And normally it's damaged around that area, and it's absolutely fine where the ball swings round on the red staircase. Everything metal's been through a tumbler and polished up, and obviously new rubbers and that. There's a new bookcase on there. We're just waiting for the plastic for the top of it, which is missing. So all in all, that's come up really well. I'm just waiting for the wire form ramp to come back from the chromas, and then that can go back to him. And yeah, all in all, looks a nice machine. And also, I don't know, we got the two together. You can notice with the decals on the original one, the one furthest away that I'm going to work on next has been re-decaled. But you can see the difference in the colours of blue on there. It's really bright on the one in front of us, which is the original one. And there are a lot of differences. You don't often get the two side by side, so you can compare them. But if you look at the back box, for example, just one thing, on the end of that lightning, it's got a fork like a snake's tongue. And then if we go to the same one on the other machine, it just ends in nothing. And there are a lot of little examples like that. You know, on that lightning, that goes to the top of the box in a fork. And on that one, it just ends like that. So there are a lot of differences. I don't really know why, if there was a licensing issue or how they've been copied, but they're certainly not a direct copy. And you know, the colours are quite a lot different on it as well. So going on to the machine that we're going to do, it's obviously in really good condition. It's been re-decaled, it's been over restored really, as far as I'm concerned. If you look at the quality of the finish on there, it's absolutely lovely, but that's just too much to me. The original one, you should still see all the ply wood that it's been made out of, you know, and that one's just too shiny for me. It's got a lot of chrome on it, nice chrome door, new legs, all the lockdown bars polished up. You know, it really does look nice. And I mean, to be honest, it's with the new playfield in it, it's going to look lovely. But as I said, a little bit over restored for a cabinet for me. Moving on to the playfield, having a look again at the mansion. Now you can see the difference, how wrecked they are. You can see them, whole chunks missing out of the inserts there. Some wear in front of the slingshot. If you look at where the ball drops down there, that's actually fairly wrecked. And the chair eject hole, that is also the same sort of standard. The ramp is cracked. Where I said the other one I was surprised it wasn't, this one is actually cracked. It's absolutely filthy. And again, bookcase is cracked, so we've got a new one of them. And obviously everything else is going to come off. A lot of the targets are badly damaged. If you have a look at this, all the rubber bits are missing behind. They're not very good at all, so they're all going to get changed as well. Move over here. This is the playfield that's going to go on there. This is actually, I think it is actually an original one. I don't know if it was a second, but it is an original. I believe it's an original one because it's got a date stamped on there, which is August the 25th 1992. But there are a lot of discrepancies on there. I mean, it looks pretty nice overall, but for example, around the chair hole, there are no holes drilled in it for the posts. If you have a look at this one here, obviously those two posts there have got holes drilled in them, and they're missing on this playfield. There are also holes missing at the end of there. It should have a hole drilled in it. And for example, if you look at the rear of the pop bumpers there, at those white bands, white rubbers, there are 3 metal posts there. If you look at the same area on the playfield there's no holes drilled for that. So we're going to have to drill probably quite a few holes in this. Those are just a few I've noticed with a quick look. Shouldn't be a problem, because when we take the old one off, we can lay it over, compare them all properly, and use the other one as a template to put any holes in there. These are all the bits that are going to go on there. There's new rubbers, flippers, flipper rebuild kits for all 4 flippers. That's a bag with all the new targets in there. Basically they're all getting done. New skirts for the pop bumpers. I don't think they're too bad on that one, but they'll get replaced as a matter of course, because, you know, as I said with the bookcase, it's old brittle plastic. Those are all the new captive nuts. The new playfield actually doesn't come with captive nuts underneath, which go in these holes to hold the post, so we've got to put all those in. While we're under here, there are bits, this needs a lot of cleaning up, a lot of burrs of wood around all those inserts and that are going to need cleaning up, and probably we'll give that a coat of something, clear coat or whatever, just so that we can make sure that stays in that condition and it doesn't end up with finger marks on it from being moved all the time. There's the new ramp, nice new clear one, which I must admit I prefer to the smoky one. Lots of new star posts there, the single ones and double ones. Balls, a back catch, those are all the new bulbs and flashers, and a bookcase there, and also a fuse protection kit for the magnets, which are the 3 power magnets under the centre of the playfield. Often if the driver locks on, they'll overheat and they actually damage the playfield and burn it. You quite often hear on Addams families of magnet burn, and basically that's what they mean. But if the driver locks on, one of these fuses will go, and basically that's where it stays. So that's it really. We'll report back when they was going to start taking this playfield out tonight, and we'll report on any further developments. Cheers.